Welcome, everybody! There's the horns
Whoa.
going off. It's
Yeah.
Hey,
reroll
let's talk about
time.
18s.
We're not talking about the 18s.
Shut up, Cody.
Nobody
Talking
knows about
about
the
18s.
18s.
Stop talking about 18s. Nobody knows
I'll
what 18s
find a
is.
single
Stop
person
talking
on
about
this
18s.
planet besides my wife who knows who they
Stop
are.
talking about 18s.
Well, you could probably talk to the band
Well,
members
technically, your
themselves.
wife isn't
Yeah.
a single
Thank you so much for
so...
joining us for this session of
Wow.
7 Dooms for Sandpoint while we shut Cody up and lock him in a cellar.
Don't do that. I'm afraid of the dark.
Well, you should have thought about that before you kept going on about the 18s.
Yeah.
Yes. Welcome back to 7 Dooms for Sandpoint. Can anybody tell us what happened last session?
Literally couldn't tell you.
I can.
Okay, all right. We gotta volunteer in the class.
I just need a second.
Okay.
Which isn't hard because I never got my Did I ever get my new art to you?
No, I set you up.
Got
I think.
agents.
Yeah, I set your token up. Your token should have
Okay,
more.
good. Fantastic. Yippee. Okay. Okay. So, we started in an aftermath of our fight from the session before in that little underground chamber with those red pillars that Karnas very unwisely got on top of. Tragic Anomaly spent most of the aftermath healing people, and Karnas spent the time sort of poking around. Kind of around the same time, they each critically succeeded on some pretty crucial checks. TA critically succeeded on healing Arita, and Karnas figured out that there was a man in town named Broderick Quink who could help them figure out some of Sandpoint's long-reaching history. So she sketched out the room with some pieces of string and tape measure to show him later, and we headed to a room to the south, where we found an old alphabet and an egg clinging to the vault, because that was a shrine to the cliff-off lord Yamasoth, and the alphabet was in Chthonian. Those were general prayers. We opened a pod and had a skeleton with a statuette in his mouth, and then finished up our little garnet quest to go to the big old statue of the Rune Lord of Wrath, and got her Rand's door. And following that, we headed up to see Abstelar and his pal Adrani, who he called into town, and they started up their little ritual to, call upon our good old pal Miss Deadbones.
Nualia, but almost.
I forgot Nualia's name. I
Nualia
wanted to say
Deadbones.
Midrani, and I knew that
That's
wasn't
her
it.
DJ name.
Miss Deadbones, Nualia, in parentheses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they got Nualia's bones from Karnas, who's just carrying them around in a bag on her back in her little coffin-shaped backpack, because let's not forget she is the assistant manager of the local Hot Topic.
Oh,
And
Jesus.
in the meantime, while they were getting prepped, we went to go speak with Broderick Quink and learn what we could. By we, I mean Karnas and Nivet. Everybody else went drinking, and
No, Cody stayed. He just didn't do anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I definitely wouldn't
Spent
drink
the
it.
whole day
We'll
trying
stay
to
for
read
about
one
5
word on the
minutes.
front cover.
Yeah.
We stayed for about 5 minutes and then left, and then went to go drink, but was so bad at drinking that he got kicked out.
Exactly. As Cody would.
That's just me.
On the night of the ritual, we met up at the chapel, as we do, as we're so prone to doing these days.
Couple of
Do
chapel
the
heads.
ritual.
Call
Couple of
you some
chapel heads.
roans.
I mean, I always met up at the chapel.
A few
I'm
chapel
there.
roans.
I'm a little.
Oh my god.
Mm.
I mean, you will catch me dancing at the Pink Pony Club.
Pink
I
Pony
do,
Club.
yeah.
That's for different.
Hey,
That's for different reasons. I'm gonna keep on dancing. And speaking of dancing, they did start dancing. And by they, I do mean Abstelar, Father Abstelar, and Adrani. They danced with some ghosts while a mob formed out front, headed up by notable member of the Parisians, Charles Scarnetti, who was a little pissed off.
Italians.
And
Whoa, all right.
Whoa, easy.
Hey,
Whoa.
Italians, we
Whoa.
fucking hate Italians.
We can save the anti-Italian chat before the
well, I'm
stream
Italian.
started. Yeah, exactly. And you're the worst.
Don't
of them.
believe Cody when he tells you he's Italian.
Actually, I don't know. I think
We haven't seen the proof.
Yeah, no, I think
We
I'm
haven't seen the proof
Portuguese,
that he's
actually.
Italian. We don't believe him. We don't
Cody,
believe anything
just say
Cody
you're a
says.
mutt like the rest of us.
Yeah, well, yeah, I really am.
Mutt. He's a
Like a-
cat, I thought. But yes, you
Whoa.
stopped the mob, and then you
We
stopped.
stopped the mob, and we went to the back to go help out with the ritual. We all kind of joined in what way we could, whether it was, getting in there to help out with the chanting and dancing, or helping fend off the ghosts. And Nualia herself appeared, saying, "I remembered you. You hated me. You all hated me."
No.
Kinda where we left it.
That was a very thorough recollection of what happened. And yes, as we left off last session, Nualia, her spirit arises. Whoa!
It's spooky.
As she looks around and is startled by being called back to the material plane from the boneyard.
Ooh, just hanging out with Pharasma.
Absalar and Audrani, and also Arita, who is helping them control this violent spirit, have all gone unresponsive in a way. Like, they can't possibly respond to Nualia. But you can. The four of you still present. And so, we're gonna go into another encounter tracker.
No.
Why are you green?
Yay!
Skill checks.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be skill checks, but it's an encounter kind of. So get yourselves in there.
I don't want to encounter anyone.
I guess we don't really need to do encounter, but we will because we need
I
to.
think it's good. I think it's a good way to do it. Because that keeps
Same
something from
as the
something
past social
like,
ones have been, where it's not important what your initiative is, because it's mostly just
Why
you
are
guys.
you green?
It's how you want to go
Why are
in.
you green?
You want to be green?
No, I said, why is she green? I keep
Why is she
from saying
green?
stupid things like,
Because
why
she's
are
a
you green?
ghost.
No.
Covered in
Keep from asking why
ectoplasm.
she's green.
Yeah, spooky ectoplasm.
Are all ghosts green?
A good amount of them, I'd say. Depends on where they come from, what they get up
Do you
to.
think Nualia knows about the 18s?
No.
Okay.
That's
Why
a
is my
whole
name
different.
Arby Snotnose? Is my name not
Oh, is it?
Snotnose?
Oh, because you know what I did? I changed some stuff. Hold on, because when I was changing your token, I gotta figure that out. But while I figure that out, I got you here. It might not be.
This is why we can't have nice things.
The Quig, of course, is last.
All right, it's not gonna
There
update
we
the
go, I
combat
fixed
tracker
it.
this time, but yeah. So basically, what we're gonna be doing is trying to influence Nuali's spirit, with your main goals being to basically say, hey, sorry that we killed you in such a horrible way and treated you so bad in your life, but also like, hey, can you not like hate us so much because we did all that, because you like almost killed all of us?
Yeah.
So it's walking a fine line in this conversation. How an influence encounter works is basically you can either spend your turn trying to convince Nualia, to come to your side, essentially, to win her over. Or you can spend your turn trying to discover different things about her socially, i.e., you can spend your turn finding out her resistances or weaknesses in the sake of a conversation. So that is what you can do. And you can ask me, on your turn what you want to do and how that could work out. But think of it like discovering is just kind of, what's it called? Identifying its search. It's what's the term? What's the Pathfinder term for like when you're in combat and you spend an action and you're like recall knowledge? It's like recall knowledge.
knowledge.
Yeah.
That's what I was looking for. That was
Oh
the
my
phrase.
gosh.
Archie.
You're making me sad, Marshy.
Wow.
What? I just it was escaping my brain, dude.
Okay.
But
I'll
yeah,
allow it.
so we're gonna begin encounter, but I mean,
Wasn't a
once
very
again,
high escape DC.
whoever wants to go first can go first in this regard.
Okay, well,
We have an encounter tracker for a reason.
Yeah.
Well, just so
I-
we can keep track that it's one person at a time. That's all. But all right, if we want to go
Yeah,
track
we're gonna go down the line. Just
All right.
keep it.
Yeah, you got
Because we
fucking.
rolled
Swear
for
the
it.
tracker's there. You're rat.
So, for the skill check, I'm assuming that I would have to use like a diplomacy or something like that to convince.
Yeah, so you can certainly use that. I'll give you some examples that the book gives, which are kind of like the main ones. But if you want to find your own way, so for example, if you're trying to discover stuff about her, that's pretty solidly either demon lore, society, or perception. But if you want to influence her, they say society to remind Nuwalia her life in Sandpoint had some good points. Religion to note that it's not too late for her to make choices that save her from being sent to the abyss. Or the social skills can work. Or if you come up with something different, we can figure something out.
Can I do a medicine check and say, "Ooh, you appear to be dead"?
You seem to be dead. You can certainly do that.
You
I don't know
know
if it's
this.
influencing her in any way, but you can certainly give
It
that a
might,
try.
but not for the better.
No, I'm
Can
gonna
Can I do
use
a couple of cartwheels?
I'm gonna do perception just to see if there's any weaknesses because I'm a fighter. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Quiggle's
fair enough.
not meant for this.
Yeah. So give me that perception check.
all right. Do, 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 do. Oh,
Oh, critical
Boom.
success. On to discover. So you can choose two options of what I'm going to give you in a sec. You can choose the same option twice to learn two new pieces of information in the same category. You can learn what skill that can influence the NPC has the lowest DC, one of the NPC's personal biases, one of the NPC's resistances, or one of their weaknesses. So you can learn two of those for options.
okay. Well, the lowest DC and weakness.
All right. So the weakness is Nuwali was raised by Ezekiah Tobin, but it was a harsh life that she led, and he was not kind to her in her childhood. So if you were to mention his name and make sure that she knows that you're all like, yeah, fuck his jackass self, it'll make your lives a lot easier in convincing her. Because it's like, yeah, we all agree that you had it tough and like that guy was a dickweed. And then the lowest skill to win her over is going to be society.
Interesting.
But that is your turn, Tragic
Yes, it
Anomaly.
is.
Mibbit, it is round to you. I'm sure this is made somewhat clear in some way or another mid-conversation.
Let's see. Just gonna, yeah. So Mibbit's gonna, step forward, like, yeah, and everything was. I mean, it was really a bad situation all around. But look, it was a long time ago. We can turn over a new leaf. We can, let bygones be bygones, as the saying goes.
Okay. What check are you going for?
Let's see, what would be appropriate with that?
I mean, it sounds like you're just kind of trying to win her over diplomacy style to me.
Could I argue society?
All right, I'll let you have this one time. But you better
Okay,
give me a
this is
better
okay.
convincing society check next time.
I mean, that's fair.
Okay, 21.
Yeah.
It's hard for Nuwali to conversate so much between the spirit realm and everything like that. She does not seem too phased by your statement.
It's an accent, ain't it?
But that's where I'm going to leave it. That's where I'm going to leave
Okay.
it. But that
Cool.
is your turn. Garnus, it's back
All
around
right.
to you.
Fantastic. Sorry, I was eating a roll
Happens to the best
and
of us.
Texas Roadhouse.
Oh, those are so good.
I forgot how
About
sweet they
Texas
are.
Rollhouse.
Texas Roadhouse.
But yes, what would you like to do,
Okay.
Carnislith?
I think since I do have some of those social skills covered. Oh, you did update me.
Oh yeah.
Everybody say hi to your Hot Topic assistant manager. I think one of those social skills is going to be my best bet here, since I did sink a lot into them.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you could always you can discover to find out if you know which one's the better one of all the social skills, or you could just gun it.
I don't super care. I know society's going to be a good bet, but I have a +12 to diplomacy anyway. So
Okay.
whatever the case, I'm going to be fine.
Yeah.
Hopefully. We all know I'm not
This is
super
natural one
super bad.
incoming.
Natural one incoming. Okay. Listen. Here's the thing. We know. I mean, like I wasn't here. You said that we all hated you, but like I was a child when everything happened. Out of character, how long ago did everything happen?
This was 17 years ago,
Yeah, I would have been
I believe.
a child.
Yeah, 17
I
sounds
was
right.
I was a child. I was barely sentient. I was in this chapel.
I was
Just
still a
like-
polywog back then.
Yeah. Most of us were children, and Absalar had the good sense to raise me to care for other people. He brought you here because he cares about you having the chance to save your soul. You having the chance to, make your peace and plead your case, and tell everybody how unfair things were for you. Because yeah, it was bullshit. So many things were harsh and unkind in your life, and when you were alive, nobody else was really willing to see how hard and unfair they were, but we see it. So if you will, we can help you.
Give me
That's
that
all we wanted
diplomacy
to do, is
check.
help you.
Yeah.
Please.
Oh,
Oh my God.
19. Very
That was to
interesting.
miss it. Oh my shit.
She gives a very similar response to Mipid. Not that she is very much easing up in a sense, but you sense she might have been a lot more upset with you if she was upset with what you said. Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
Like her energy hasn't gotten much lighter, but it's not as aggressive towards you. And that's where we swing into
That's
Quiggle.
progress.
Wiggle's
Oh, no.
turn.
Quiggle, no.
Oh
Quiggle,
boy.
no.
Quiggle,
no.
Oh,
Quiggle cracks
bad.
his knuckles.
See, now it's
No.
time. We're gonna end up fighting a
That
ghost
one breaks
because
his
he's gonna
fingers.
fuck it all up.
Well, I don't know. The thing is, I don't know what Quiggle can honestly do here because he is shit.
Well, okay, what skills you got?
Well, I mean, I could do some really cool like tricks. I can do a backflip for her.
Okay, all right.
I can
well,
steal
Entertain
something
her.
for her.
okay, well.
I got a +1 in
Anything involving a yarn
diplomacy.
ball?
Hey, +1's not nothing.
Do you have
Hey,
society?
that's one more. Hey, that's one more than I got.
I got a 0 in society.
What about
That's
just
10 less than I got.
you could do what I did, which was
You could do the discovery,
Perception.
Yeah, I would like
society,
to
or
You can do
discover.
discovery. Is I think you're probably the best bet is like sussing her out.
Yeah, my perception. Where did I find that? There it is. There we go. Why am I at an? Okay. what?
You like poisoned or something? I don't know.
Yeah. Why is my perception a +8? Should it be?
Well, what should it be?
10, I believe.
That might be a bonus because like initiative.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
Yeah, don't
cool.
try to fucking lie, Cody. I see
alright.
you. I see
I
you.
see.
You
All right,
little
roll perception.
weaselly little liar.
Yeah, do a little percepti at Oni.
To seek undetected. Seek. Oh yeah. I see. Okay. There we go. Boo. All right. Well.
All right, Cody, you're able to learn one of those few things. I mean, you already know the kind of weakness. If you were to mention Ezekiah Tobin, and then say, yeah, his jackass sucked balls.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like that fucking
That's
piece of shit.
his weakness. Otherwise, you can learn what she might resist against.
What is she resisted against?
Well, guess it's funny you would say that because you didn't let me finish the rest of it, but I'll give it to
Sorry.
you anyway. If you were to mention Sandpoint and fail your check, or if you were to just mention Ezekiah Tobin flat out, things would be a lot more difficult for you.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, so
Oh, so what
Just
you're
more-
saying is that he's going to do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Well, that's
I wanna
Cody's.
mention-
that is Quiggle's turn. So it's back
Yeah,
around. to you,
Quiggle's just
Tragic.
like, how
thank
can I fuck
goodness.
this up?
Kind of Tobin.
I
Oh,
dodged the
thank
bullet with that one.
Yeah, Tobin, I love that guy.
No. Oh,
No,
Just about
Quiggle! No, Quiggle!
You know what? Just
I use
eat
my
it.
turn to kill Quibble.
So
Yeah,
I'm
probably
going
the
to bring up the name and tell her that, it's like we do not, approve of how you were treated.
So you mentioned the name, and she starts staring daggers at you.
That's fine. When
And
she
is
does
about-
that, I like opened up my cloak a little bit, and then my other eyes stare at her too.
Yeah. Two can play that
So
game,
is that? Are you
bitch.
doing an intimidation check? Is that what I'm
No,
doing?
no, it's gonna be society.
Oh, okay, all right. I don't know if that counts, but I'll give you the one. You all get one society check that I don't think counts as a society check, but I'll give it to you.
One freebie.
You know,
You're welcome, by the way.
I will do intimidation if you feel that it needs to be.
I mean, if you're going to say
I know.
Ezekiah Tobin, he sucked, and then you go, she stares at you, you'll go, I'll fight right back, motherfucker. That sounds intimidating to me.
Okay.
I don't think it sounds intimidating.
I
it
mean,
sounds
it's
like
not
having your energy.
society, I'll tell you that much. I'll give you the social options. I'm saying you get the one society. You get the one free
Okay. Then I'll do
sketchy
society.
society check. I'll let you have the one, but you better have a good reason to be like,
Maybe
also,
it's,
Sandpoint is really cool.
Oh shit! I'm
Maybe it's
doing the wrong
medicine.
thing. I'm like, why isn't this working? And I was on the, rolling my initiative instead of the actual thing. Oh,
Rolling society for initiative. 18.
We're rolling.
I know it's lower.
So, the issue is, you
Is
mentioned
that the
Ezekiah
fail?
Tobin. She is not having it in the slightest. She doesn't believe a word you're saying.
Oh no.
She lets out this
Oh my
foul
God.
screech.
Why would she not believe us for telling the truth?
Well,
She just
apparently.
she doesn't
Kind of
she
like
doesn't
you, if you're
believe
not
tragic
believing us
anomaly.
before telling
That's the matter. And
You
now
guys thought it was Quiggle? That was gonna fuck up a tragic anomaly.
Well, keep in mind, Tragic Anomaly has multiple mouths, so one of the other ones might have misspoke.
and like I said, it's hard to like communicate properly. Like you don't
Yeah,
know
it's
if
hard to
all your
communicate
words
properly.
are getting through to her. You don't know if she's saying anything back to you that's really not communicating across the plane as well.
Yeah, Marshy. Yeah, is it hard to communicate properly? Marshy, is it?
Yes.
Marcy
I don't.
knows this.
Okay. But yeah, that's what I'm saying is, whether or not Tragic Anomaly's statement was convincing, it did not convince Nualia, and she is not happy one stinking bit. Mibit is back around to you. Just as a reminder, if you want to talk about society, it is to remind Nualia her life in Sandpoint had some good points. or something like
Yeah.
that. Something along the lines of like the Sandpoint people are nice. Sandpoint, yippee yippee yay.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna yell at her.
You could do that too. That'd be an intimidate check. Yeah.
Alright.
I'm bad at that. We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Alright, well, look, I mean, like I'm saying, we're just trying to, put all this behind us. Now, I know there was a lot of bad shit happened, but there was some good stuff in Sandpoint too now. This was good town to you. It was a good town to us. We trying to get it to where, y'all on good terms again.
Okay.
And, maybe sometime you can come down from the afterlife and drink sweet tea on my front porch with me, It'd be all good.
All right. Give me that
But-
society check.
Okay. I
Better
know what I'm
than
doing
mine. Better than mine.
now. Yeah,
come
one
on,
can
be
hope.
good.
Hopefully,
Good.
hopefully.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay. We're getting there.
All right. Yeah. So that kind of gets through to her a bit more. You still don't think that she trusts you about your opinion on Hezekiah Tobin. I will keep that clear and on the
But
frame.
I
that
didn't. Yeah.
You're still struggling in that regard.
I'm
But
dancing
this
around
does
that,
get through to Nualia. She does kind of go like, maybe not everybody in Sandpoint was evil. She still hardly softens at all. And screeches out, like her voice is like it's phasing in and out. It's almost kind of like it's getting caught in radio static in a way. But she mentions something along the lines of, just like Chopper before me, I was one of the early dooms that came to Sandpoint. The worst is yet to come. When Sandpoint burns, everyone will finally feel the pain I felt during my final years of life.
Okay.
There are 7
Don't
dooms
like
in
tea, we can do
Sandpoint's
lemonade.
future.
7 dooms.
Well, you said the title.
Ah, and roll.
Title
Out
drop.
of what? Hold on. Hold on.
Hey, okay.
What dooms? What
The
dooms? What dooms are you talking about?
I guess you like some
static
sweet
is
tea.
getting in the way. The static is getting in the
My
way.
static? My
No,
static?
not like
Her static.
physically. The
Oh.
spirit to you connection is. If she's
Okay.
saying
Well, if the
anything,
static is going to
you're
get in the
saying
way, that I'm going to yell at her.
I mean,
No.
yeah,
Just tune the radio.
yeah, Carnus, it's your turn.
It's my turn. I know it's my turn. I'm going to yell at her.
Okay.
Because we're getting the sense that she doesn't believe us about what we had to say about Hezekiah Tobin, right?
Yes, you still need to convince her that you hate his guts.
I know. And okay, here's the thing, okay? We can sit here all we want and tell you that we like you and we want you here and that there's good in this world and there's good in your life and what you had. But only you can convince yourself to believe us when we tell you outright that we dislike Hezekiah Tobin. We're telling you we don't like him. We think he's bullshit. We think he's a shitty guy. We're telling you outright. We think he's dumb. We think he's fucking stupid. We think that he has all sorts of dirt on his hands. We're telling you outright, but only you can believe us. Only you can make yourself believe us. We can't make you believe us. That's a process that has to go on in your head.
All right, give me a diplomacy check, or whatever if you have something you would rather do. But that sounds diplomacy to me.
I would love to do a diplomacy check.
Yeah. Oh. You see
Oh
her.
God, it wasn't low.
You see her expression soften as she picks up on these words you say. You disliked Hezekiah. The things he did to me. I'm glad that there's people out there that understand my hatred for him. and you feel like you have softened her up just the slightest bit. And got a little success in return for it. So there you go. All right. Quiggle, it's around to you.
That's right. Time for Quiggle to
Oh,
fuck it
God.
all up.
No, Quiggle.
Quiggle's like shit.
Quiggle,
That
bring it
guy.
home.
Oh, boy, I hate that guy too.
Give it to me, Cody. Give me the diplomacy of a lifetime over there.
Give me that +1, baby.
Hold on.
Yeah, everything that she just said,
There's got to be something
I
I can
also
do.
believe that.
There's got to be something I can do to help.
There's nothing. We're rolling +1, baby. We ready?
Oh no.
Here we go. Oh no, I'm so scared.
Oh, brother.
right, you know what?
Well,
I'm gonna hero point this.
oh my lord.
Oh, no.
points
Tony, it's not gonna get better.
for a +1 untrade.
Yeah, I'm hero pointing it.
Oh,
It's-
brother.
Here it goes.
Trick
We
Tony,
ready?
trick him to
You
make
already
him
did
not
better than a
No!
50-50, Cody. Oh,
She's going to
no.
attack.
Oh.
She's gonna attack.
I'm like, oh, whoa, hey, that guy, real
Did you just call her
butthole.
babe?
Yeah,
That's
listen,
probably
babe,
what he
listen.
would have done.
Listen, babe. All right, listen. I just think you got a raw deal on that guy.
Can
Whoa, what
I
is-
attack
Hey,
Quiggle?
he's like, hey, what's his name again?
Oh, that would be the worst.
Oh my god.
Or you mispronounce it.
Yeah, what's his name? Pikachu.
Who's his face?
Jim?
Yeah, she does not seem impressed. She actually seems. Wait, hold on. Actually, let me do the math here. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Don't.
No, she's just generally not enthused by Quiggle.
She just leads into fucking
good.
cars like, this is why you
She's
don't
not
let me talk
enthused.
ever.
She's mostly not enthused by Quiggle. Tragic, it is your
Yeah,
turn.
that's pretty much everyone's.
Oh.
Not enthused.
All right. Well, I will. At this point, what are my options to keep?
I mean, we pretty much have discovered everything that there is to discover, unless you want to know any more, like the next
he just wants
lowest
to roll
DC.
something he can roll well with.
Yeah, that's the big thing. I mean, so an influence encounter, basically all of these rounds are taking 1 minute, and the call spirit spell has 10 minutes as a duration. So you're
Okay.
trying to get as much out of Nualia as possible within 10 rounds, essentially.
Okay, and what round
Okay.
are we on now?
We are on round 3.
Can I
Okay.
do a local town lore to see if there's?
Okay, so you want to
Oh, we have
use
Sandpoint lore.
Sandpoint lore
Yeah.
instead of... Yeah, I could say you could use that instead of Society.
Because especially since I'm from the area and stuff, so
Yeah, like...
actually
None of these
several
are
parts of me are from this area.
None of these are names that you haven't heard before. Like, I know maybe out of character, many of us haven't heard these names, but in character, your characters would have been familiar, even if you were like not born in the time frame or anything like that. You would have known about this 17 years ago. Like, it wasn't that long ago. It was long enough ago that, you know.
Well, part of me remembers because of depending on which body is, like my arm and
Your arm
I-
remembers. Your legs
yeah.
have no fucking idea what's going on.
No. Oh,
Well, 12.
oh.
That's not good, James.
All right. Well, I'm gonna do like Quiggle, and I'm gonna hero point this.
Hero point. Okay.
Yeah.
15.
At least it went up.
She seems to respond well to you.
And
Tragic
then
not.
Tragic looks over at Quiggle. It wasn't that hard.
Well, it was.
Maybe it is background to you.
All right, yeah. I mean, yeah. Let's face it. Ezekiel guy was total dickwad. Hated him. My granny hated him, and she hated everybody. So, well, she didn't hate anybody. That's what I meant to say. He loved everybody except that guy. That was a lazy fuck up, man. I made it fuck up.
Nualia stares daggers at you. What?
Yeah, look.
I don't believe your story any longer.
Yeah. But look. Yeah, my granny loved everybody except him. He was total dickweed, as she used to say. But
All right, give me a check. Yeah.
yeah. Okay. What would you say that is?
I can say. I'll say it's relating to Sandpoint. I'll say society. You, as long as you can
Okay.
have a small connection to the society that you're in, I'll allow it. There you are. There you are.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah. And with that, Nualia's expression is really starting to soften. She, once again, through fractured sentences, she starts saying that the 7 true dooms finish what was begun so long ago, and the town of Sandpoint, in a way, did her a favor by killing her, because now she no longer has to deal with the dooms approaching. She points out
Oh,
that even
sucks.
if she's forgiven, she can't forgive those who forced her down the path, those who taunted and tormented her while she lived, doomed their children more than anything she could have done. It was those before her that guided her actions.
Is there any way you could place that? I did not write it down quick enough.
Just is... Actually, you know what? I'm sorry you guys are going to have to be living with the 7 dooms. That shit sucks balls. I'm glad I'm dead for that. And
Wow.
then, but I can't forgive the people that led me down this path. The path that led me to my death. I can't forgive them yet.
Okay.
I mean, that's kind of fair.
Yeah, I don't blame you for that.
I mean, I think.
Yeah.
But
Carnus, it is your turn.
I'm gonna go for a bit of a swing here.
Ooh. Let's
But,
flip that pineapple upside down. Let's get this party going.
What?
oh no!
Yeah, let's
Oh
get
my
that cake.
Hell yeah.
Get it out of the mold.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
That escalated really quick.
I didn't know that's what you were doing in this cathedral, but praise be to Desna, I guess.
That would be
I
Callistra.
mean, I am technically a worshiper of Desna, and who am I to
Who am I
somebody's
to
journey?
judge? If
Who
you
am
want
I
to
to judge? Honestly,
if you want to be a swinger, Noel, you go right ahead.
That would totally be Callistra, just so.
They probably would be.
I thought you were talking to pineapple upside down cake. Oh my god!
What's up?
You said flip pineapple upside down. I
Completely
missed the
glossed
part
over.
About, I glossed over the meaning about swingers, and I was like, oh yeah, pineapple upside down cake.
No, because you were like, I'm gonna take a swing at things, and I was like, all right, we're doing something new in this cathedral. All right. But anyway, what are you doing,
I think
Arby? What are you
swinging is new in
doing?
this cathedral. Anyway, I'm gonna ask her. Listen, I know we've talked a lot about, and we're gonna have a lot of time after this. This spell is gonna last for a hot minute, like a hot minute. But I want to know what we can do to make you happy and bring you a little peace. I think after all this time, there's really no one who deserves it more than you do.
Okay. Give me that check.
Which one?
So, I mean, you're being convincing. I'll say diplomacy.
That's probably.
Oh!
Oh, that's a natural.
That's a natural 20 right there.
It sure
Ah,
is.
Yeah, your words really strike true to Nualia's heart. She takes it very like you can see it on her face that it kind of hits her hard. Quiggle.
Oh shit! What do you
Quiggle,
want me
can
to
you
do
be the
here?
one to do it? Can you be the one to save the day?
Is it literally no?
Oh,
Tell her
no.
I
baby
mean,
again.
there's a chance.
Do
I'm not
not
gonna
tell
say it's
her baby
impossible.
again.
Well, maybe I can. Look, I have deception. It's decent. I could lie to her about something.
Your deception is decent. You could
Oh
try
my
to lie to
God.
her.
Cody, no.
I mean, I'm not gonna say it's
What are you
impossible.
gonna lie to her about?
I don't know. What do you think I should lie to her about?
I can
Like,
do
oh,
two backflips.
oh,
You
maybe
can
like,
say
oh,
that we can guarantee you a spot in heaven.
yeah, or like,
Oh yeah,
hey,
we can do that.
or like, hey, we can help, bring, like, I don't know. I can
Look,
help
Absalar is pretty chill with Pharasma and everything like that. Like he could probably get you through the boneyard pretty easily.
Yeah, absolutely. Like,
Yeah.
we can bone you up.
What?
And Cody, I'm gonna leave it with that. You have to roll a
First-
deception check right now because that's what Quiggle said.
Yeah.
And I really want to see
We
how
can bone
we can
you
bone
up?
you up.
Oh,
Is gonna
no.
end this
You called her
encounter.
babe. And then you said we can
Oh,
bone you
good
up.
roll.
Holy shit!
I called first. Oh damn.
And with that,
Good
you
roll.
can see her soft
Get boned
expression
up.
now fully turns to sadness instead of anger.
Oh, I made her sad.
Damn it, Cody.
Damn it, Quiggle.
No, quite the opposite. She is so thankful for all the nice words. She says it's tough to accept forgiveness from people that she never you guys didn't wrong her directly, but it's something better. And she says to seek her out in the land of the dead once the pit disgorges its 7 dooms upon them all. Then perhaps she'll be ready to forgive those who ruined her life, for they'll have the wisdom on the far side of the grave at last. Her spirit starts to fade away
Oh.
as she's saying these final words. And she says one last thing. Not all who have plagued Sandpoint lie still, and new enemies work in the shadows. I do not wish these 7 dooms upon Sandpoint, but one does. That one harkens on red wings. Unless you can delve the pit in time, you will not escape his fires.
Oh no.
And with that, her spirit fades
To go get boned up.
to get boned up.
Wow. Wow.
Mm.
Oh,
Yeah.
never
She said
count
one
Quiggle
with
out.
red
Never
wings.
count him out.
Yeah, Quiggle is just like, man, is that how you talk to women?
No.
No,
Oh,
that is
okay.
clearly not the correct
No.
way.
Quiggle, did your
unless she's
mother
wearing
raise
a
you
lot.
better?
Oh yeah, go
Quiggle,
for it.
Quiggle. Quiggle, you can only talk to women like that if they're wearing a lot of leopard print and their hair is teased up about 4 inches.
Oh, no.
I mean,
That's not
I'm
wrong.
sure
She-
Marshy knows a few of them.
I probably do. I very well do. I have to make one a
I have
fancy
one who comes to
Cosmo
my
every
store.
time of my life.
That's
Every
so-
Friday.
So great.
Um,
The one
Oh, yeah.
the one with red wings. Is what she said. Is that what she said?
she
Mhm.
said,
Whoa.
one, I do not wish these 7 dooms upon Sandpoint, but one does, and that one harkens on red wings. Unless you can delve the pit in time, you will not escape his fires.
Does that sound familiar to any of the Does it sound familiar to any of the abyssal iconography we were seeing down
Stuff in
Not-
the down in the caverns?
underneath the graveyard? Yeah.
No.
Okay. We can cross that out. We have to
Well,
figure
that's
out
a bummer.
who harkens on red wings.
Is it,
We have to seek her out once the pit has disgorged its 7 dooms.
But that's in the land of the dead. So when you're dead, you can go, hey, Nuali, what's hanging, pal? That's what she was saying there.
Mm-hmm.
But as her spirit fades away, Arita,
Well, she could've
as
been a little
well
more
as
clear about
Absalar and
that.
Adrani, sort of get out of the trance of the ritual. And they're very, physically exhausted from it. And Absalar, he starts collecting himself. Was the ritual a success? Were you able to converse with Nualia? Were you able to forgive her?
Yes.
It was. Oh, it's fantastic news.
More than that, she was able to forgive
We're
herself.
also probably fucked.
Oh yeah, dude. What
yeah,
the hell
totally.
are the Seven Dooms?
Yeah, sound pretty bad.
The 7 Dooms. What?
I don't
Did you-
know. I
what-
mean, doom could be a good thing.
She said
Not
that she
usually.
was the first of the Seven Dooms, which means there are 6 more in the pit. We know what the pit is. What are the other 6? And who is he who hearkens on Red Wings?
The pit. Red. This is very much to take in. I'm not.
I'm already unraveling the red string.
I.
Tell me
have-
who Red
I'm
Wing
sorry,
is.
but you have to understand that ritual is very taxing. I'm still.
I know, brother. Let's get you to bed.
Yes. Meet me in the morning, and we will discuss this further. Please get some rest. I know I need it. Thank you
Wow.
for your help.
Someone does a ritual and
I
is
will
all of a
sneak-
sudden tired.
Yeah.
Yes, that is.
Yeah.
That is
Must
the
be
effect of
exhausted from all that praying.
it. Was like an hour of non-stop dancing with spirits. Like, what do you want from him,
Sounds
man?
like a great time.
Do your cardio.
You were
That's
also
what.
dancing with spirits with it. How are you not exhausted?
He's also an
'Cause
old
I-
man. Let him breathe. Let him live. Oh my
Because
god.
I keep in shape. That's why.
he's old. What do you want
I
from
don't
it?
spend all this time reading.
He needs
I
his damn
exercise
walker.
too.
He was fucking hitting the cabbage patch out there.
Wow. That is. He's doing the.
No,
The
it's fucking
walking
Friday
man.
Night Lights in there.
Look,
He was
he's
doing
what
the
he
walking
look,
man.
what he does with his company is none of my business.
I'll help him to bed.
Yes. Yeah, you guys get the night to relax. Thankfully, there was no dangerous combat throughout the night. So you're all
That's
relatively
what you think, but I ate dairy, so.
Well, okay. All right. Aside from that, I don't know what to tell you, man. Yes, you all come back to the cathedral. You're actually back on that balcony overlooking the river that you started in the first time you met with Abstalar, before he asked you to go into the grave. And Absalar's there, Aldrani's there. She's actually all packed and ready to keep moving, because she was only traveling through here on her way. So as you guys all come in, she quickly, thank you so much for your help. It was a pleasure meeting you. If you need any more of my assistance, I'll be down in Roderick's Cove, but it sounds like you have a lot going on here. I don't know how much help I could provide. But thank you so much. It was a pleasure meeting you. And she
Pleasure was ours.
Me too.
Oh yes.
and she says goodbye to Absalar and gets all her stuff together and starts traveling out. But Absalar turns to you and I wish I understood what the situation with these 7 dooms are. It's a very concerning thing to hear, especially because you mentioned the pit, or Nualia mentioned the pit as well.
That the pit would disgorge 7 dooms. That she didn't want it, but that someone, that he who hearkens with red wings did.
Red Wings. I'm ashamed to say I have no understanding of the Red Wings, but the pit. There's a connection here between the number 7 and the pit. The pit was very connected to ancient Thassalon, and the 7, the Sahedron being its.
Sandpoint. Yes. 7-pointed stars, the rune lords who were here were obsessed with them.
So I'm worried that the pit's seal against ancient evil magics is weakening, or if something else is at play. You have done so much to help the town of Sandpoint, and I wish not to ask any more of you, but I believe we are in a time of great need. And I'd greatly appreciate it if you were able to search the pit yourselves. My services are free to offer as much as you can possibly like. If you need to be healed, as soon as you return to town, I'd be more than happy to help. Free of charge.
Well, I hope you wouldn't charge us.
Well, of course not, you, Carnus.
Well, I think that sounds like a plan.
I would offer assistance in the sake of, or it might be worthwhile looking into the pit before you head out. Very little is known about it nowadays. Not too many people adventure into the pit. The Devil's Platter outside, sure, but it's dangerous to go down there. If you wish to see anything, I know you've met Broder Quink. He might be able to help you, or otherwise, if you wish to ask the townsfolk, or you may just wish to head out there and see it yourself.
Voters think it's an extortionist.
I'm sorry.
He charges far too much for what he knows.
I'm sorry to
Knowledge
hear
should
that.
be free to the people.
No,
Well-
he doesn't charge for what he knows. He charges, then he makes us find it.
That's true. He charges, then he makes us find it, which is even worse.
Well,
He's
That'd be
charging,
like
you should have
charging to
just
use a
told
public
us.
library.
you see, I haven't discussed much with him. I just know he is the town sage, that he knows a lot of things, and he might be
The
able to help. I
town
wasn't
sage?
sure.
What is the town oregano?
Well,
You know what?
I'm the town basil. But
I don't
you
have time
you
for
don't-
this.
Rosemary.
Yeah, I was gonna say after
That's
I walked
all
away,
you
he kept
got.
singing that song
That's all I
"Rosemary"
got.
by Ghost. Or whatever
Okay,
the hell.
look, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to rhubarb you the wrong way.
No, if you do not wish to search out Broder Quink, like I said, you might want to prepare yourself because there are dangers in the pit. But
There's always dangers in the pit. That's why they tell you don't mosh if you can't handle it.
That's what they say.
That's-
Use protection.
That's so true. That's how I threw my back out, and that's why I'm like the way I am now. Huh.
Mm.
But yes.
Okay. What are we gonna need?
So that's for you to find out. I mean, you can stock up. I don't know if you have much gold on you to buy
Yeah.
stuff or get stuff or
I don't
yada
have gold.
yadas.
Yeah,
Or
I have
you got stuff
money.
to sell as well, right? So if you want
I
to
have
do some shopping.
122 gold, dude.
Also, while we're doing some shopping, you're level 5.
What?
Nice. It's
Oh my
time.
God.
Yay! woo!
Level 5, here we come.
I forgot what I was gonna do.
What?
I think shopping and leveling up is a perfect time for a little BRB.
Yeah, a little be
Yeah,
right
just as
back
a-
act.
just-
Get a little
Transfer mash.
a little
stuff
B-rate bitch.
Wow.
Oh, I am a be right bitch.
I'm
All right, we'll
I'm a
be back
misogynist.
after these messages from Cody and his hemorrhoids.
Ooh.
everybody, we're back. We're back in action, like that one show. I feel like I make that joke every time, but
I don't
it
think
works.
it's-
You do.
It's back
Yeah.
like the dinosaur.
I never saw it, and I don't feel like seeing it. But anyway,
That's
we
I
all
never
leveled
saw
up.
it.
We're all level 5 now. How's it going for us? How are we doing? How are we feeling? We're feeling a little
I'm
extra.
good. I have new spells and shit.
New spells. Who wants to go first? Who
I
wants to
have
tell
new
us what
spells.
they got?
I'll go.
All right, Quiggle, what do you get?
Quiggle just got some obviously new ability boost, skill increase. I took some. I
The
increased
boring
my
stuff. I
stealth.
don't care about the boring stuff.
Yeah. I got Lucky Break for my ancestry feat.
Ooh.
It's an expansion on Cat's luck. I'm luckier than most cat folk. I can trigger Cat's luck when I fail or critically fail a fortitude saving throw, will saving throw, acrobatics check, or athletics check, in addition to reflex saving throws. And I also can still use Cat's luck every day too. So I think it's pretty neat. So it'll be handy.
All right.
And yeah, I mean, just ranger weapon expertise shit.
You're just better.
Yeah.
But the cat's
I mean,
like,
it's-
all right. Cody,
yeah,
you
I
also get a hero point.
Ooh.
Let's go down the
Thanks.
line. RB Carnus. What does Carnus get?
I don't know.
I
I
thought
want to
you had it.
change things real quick.
All right, we'll move on. We'll move on to Mibbit. Lizzie, what does Mibbit get?
Ugh.
Okay, Mibbit has gotten, let's see, they've learned, their familiar has taught them 2 new spells. They're always fun. For the record, those 2 are Rouse Skeletons and Vampiric Feast.
Dark and mysterious. Okay,
Nice.
All right.
I mean, that's, they're the resident voodoo man. What do you expect?
Fair enough.
And then they've got some stat boost and 4 feet. Pathfinder didn't have the one I saw on Path Builder, so I just took Gripply lore, so they know more stuff about their family.
Yeah,
and shit,
because
I
it's
guess.
not Gripply anymore. It's whatever they're called.
Yeah, they're called
Well, it's
Or whatever.
yeah, they're called
Cricky.
Tripkey now. Maybe if I search that, I can find it, but I don't know.
But I mean, I get you. Yeah, you're getting a little more in tune
Yeah,
with your
well.
Ripley self.
Yeah, but
We'll go around to Tragic Anomaly. What'd you get? Anything cool?
Yes, so Tragic Anomaly, because he loves his bastard sword, I increased or got a better feat for fighter weapon mastery. So now I get my critical specializations when it comes to my weapons.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. And my ancestry feat, Uncanny Awareness. I have a keen sense of movement around me, and so I gain motion sense as an imprecise sense out to 30 feet.
So you're acting like those Spy Kids gadgets.
No,
Like
no,
the-
it's more like Morbius, where he's like morbing out.
Oh hell yeah! You get the morb.
Oh, I didn't like that. I was thinking
know.
like the cool laser
Nope.
alarm systems that even as a kid I would look at and I'd be like, this is junk. Like I'm gonna set it up, it's gonna go off, and I'll be like, all right, cool. Anyway,
Nope, it's more like Morbius. Sorry.
more like
Morb.
Morbius.
I'm so proud of you.
You'd be morbid. Do we know what Carnus has gotten in their level 5?
Yep.
All right, what do they get?
I took arcane tattoos.
Ooh.
I'm gonna be getting shield as
You just
the
get a big
tattoo.
bubble as a tattoo.
I can cast shield as an innate arcane spell at will because of a tattoo that I went out and got.
Yeah, nice.
I have tattoos in my body corresponding to an ancient Thessalonian school of magic. That magic means abjuration.
Yeah.
Also, I thought it looked metal as hell.
That's metal. Can't go wrong with little magical tattoos. Yeah.
Can't go on wrong with a little
Yeah.
magic. Also, I've been reading a lot about Dassalon. Dassalon was metal as
So
hell.
you're appropriating their culture?
You could call me a bit of like an expert on Thessalonian lore. Honestly, like at this point, I might even rival Mr. Twink.
I can't believe Karnas is showing up in ancient Mesopotamian garb. That's so crazy. That's not
You say
okay.
that I have like a old I have like a
Arby.
poster on my wall that I stole from a book about ancient Mayan culture.
Oh, Arby.
Oh,
Not saying you stole
boy.
it too. Come on,
I
man.
didn't
Come
steal it.
on.
She was weeding the library, and she was getting rid of the book.
Oh, so
anyway.
we get rid of the cultural books. I understand cultural history. Toss
It was
that out.
like from the 60s.
Arby, I'm gonna keep digging this hole for you. But anyway,
that book contained no correct information.
that's fair too. But yeah,
So I took settlements I took a second settlements classics, and so I could because I have current standpoint. I like think of it as like early modern history, like World War II to modern day America, and then like specializing in pre-Columbian America.
yeah.
So like Thessalonian and then Sandpoint War. So like this is Thessalonian.
Yeah.
And then also, I'm now an expert in Arcana and trained in acrobatics.
Okay. Okie
And
doke. There
I'm
you
a
go.
bit of a smart guy.
Now you can do backflips while casting spells or something. Who knows?
My
The
one
possibilities
spell
are endless.
shield.
The one spell shield. But you're really good at it. All right. But yeah, if there's nothing else to do, I mean, you guys could definitely, ask around the town, do some research on the pit, or you could just go out there yourselves. I mean, you know where it is. It's Devil's Platter.
Oh no, we need to do research.
I'm gonna research.
No
Definitely.
problem.
I'm hitting the
Yeah,
books
Go down
first.
there.
You can definitely. So this is going to be like when we were looking at the Hellstorm, the flume.
I bought 5 minor healing potions,
Okay, good.
just flat out the gate. We have 5 of them to add to my 1 lesser healing potion.
Hell yeah.
I spent
Uh,
20 of my own gold on that because I care.
So any of you with Sandpoint or Thessalonian or I'll even say Society, if you want, yeah, actually that's exactly what it is. You guys can give me an initial recall knowledge check just off the bat, see what you know about the pit. So Sandpoint lore, I'll give Thessalonian lore or Society.
They're all
Oh,
Yeah, I got nothing.
Oof, not that one. Mibit, okay,
I'll just roll society.
sure,
I mean, I can roll. I
I'm
can roll it
telling you, I
raw,
will.
can't I?
you could. Yeah, it's just recall knowledge
Okay.
check. Maybe you know more.
Hold on. I'm waiting for my toggle to work.
Well, that's not it.
oh my gosh.
Oh,
That seems like it's it.
okay.
Yeah, pretty sure
And-
that's good.
Yeah, so your general summations here, you kind of talk amongst yourselves. You know about the pit. You know that it is an open shaft in the heart of the rocky escarpment known as Devil's Platter. It's located just over 2 miles to the southeast of Sandpoint. Also, that the safest route down to there is down the Lost Coast Road, south of Cougar Creek Road, then blah, 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 blah. Some stuff that I'm not going to worry about, but the point is, the safest path there. Pit itself is about a half-mile north of the climb up Devil's Platter.
So it's all about the climb.
Yeah. But that's kind of your general gist of it, is you know where it is, you know how to get there, just off the bat. So if you want to get any more information, well, you could always talk to, good old Broderick Quink, but apparently you guys hate his guts. I don't know,
More like
man.
Broderick Twink.
Yeah, he's a big twink.
You could definitely do some diplomacy asking around town, or you could do your own research, which would be similar to the recall knowledge. Just had you guys do the Sandpoint or the Society. And this will take up the day, basically. So you get your choice for the day. If you want to keep searching, or if you, that's the thing. You right off the bat, I know this. Where do we go from here?
I think we need to know what to bring down there with us. Who has the best survival? I have a +9.
That would
Yeah,
not
well,
be
I got some
me.
survival.
I have a +10 now.
I have a +7. Sorry.
Now, if you need medicine or even
Yeah, if you need me to
thievery,
steal something or
I'm your
hide in the
person.
shadows, yeah, I'm your guy.
Please don't steal things.
Whoa, no, I'm gonna steal plenty of things.
We're still in
shame.
town. Also, I
Steal
forgot
from
to say that I
corporations.
rested.
No,
30
yeah,
minutes.
yeah. You guys, come on. Who do you think I am? The day is past.
Oh yeah, I get that little spell slot. Doohickey.
But yeah, what are we doing? What are we doing, gang?
I mean,
Okay, let's make a
I
list.
think I'm gonna.
I'm always
I'm
ready,
almost
so I'm just
continue.
standing by.
Okay, well, I
I
want to
think
make a
I'm gonna
list because I
continue
need
my
to make sure
research some. But
You can also
once we're in the pit, we can't because we do need to research. We need to know all sorts of things before we get down there. But once we're in the pit, we
there's nothing
not gonna
locking
be able to come
you
out for a
into
bit.
the pit.
There's nothing locking us into the pit, but we might lock ourselves into the pit by virtue of getting stuck down there.
I don't like getting stuck.
We don't know if there are tunnels. We don't know if there are demons. We don't know if there are rune lords. We don't know if maybe I get distracted and get lost. We need to be prepared.
Yeah, I mean yeah. So like
We
I
need
said,
to know if there are potential hazards. We need to know if there are like specific hazards, like hazards specific to the pit that we could get like some sort of way to counteract. Just like things like that. I imagine it's just going to be like, oh, there's like that fog, so you gotta be able to see through the fog. But like, if it's something more than that, we gotta know about it. We gotta figure out a way to know about it. And then also, I want to know if there's some sort of lore about a guy with wings.
like I said, you got diplomacy. You could do Sandpoint Lore Society. You could talk to Broder Quink, and get some help from him.
I'm gonna try some Sandpoint lore.
Okay. So so the initial recall knowledge check was just boom. This is like you going through your day studying, basically,
Okay.
searching everything you can, going to the library, going to, yada yada yada, whatever you can find.
Yeah, I'm actually, so I would think that I would go to like the taverns and just kind of listen in on people.
Okay,
So
yeah.
that's going to be my
I
lore
would say
check.
it's more of a diplomacy check, actually.
Would it be?
Because that's you gathering information, which is a diplomacy thing.
Yeah, I want to join Tragic Anomaly.
I'll say you guys can definitely go and assist each other. One can
Yeah,
assist
can I
you.
assist him?
Yeah.
What's
Yeah,
your
'cause
diplomacy?
Bad. It's
Okay, mine's probably better.
So
I'm
yeah,
going to assist him.
you just roll diplomacy check, and it'll be a DC that I've decided in my head at this very moment. Definitely.
Okay.
Oh, never mind. I got +2 now. I'm so good now.
Oh my god, he's so much better.
That's bad.
I did the wrong
You
thing.
don't hinder tragic anomaly.
Yeah.
I'm just there. I just fuck off and start drinking.
Yeah, it's hard keeping it held down.
I'm a wild man.
Yeah, you don't end up hearing much about the pits. You're trying to like stir up conversation about it, but everybody's just kind of going like, I don't know that much. I don't know what's going on over there. I keep my head down. That sounds dangerous.
And then Quiggle gets him drunk.
And then Quiggle gets drunk, and they're like, "What is that? Your friend over there, Trudge?
Ah!
He has his shirt off.
Can you take him home? He's getting a little too rowdy."
Yeah, it's getting a little rowdy.
He has a hat on. Where did he get a hat from?
Quiggle, he's just looking for belly rubs. Come on.
No, Quiggle, you guys, Quiggle's hot, okay? So he looks great.
Well, it doesn't make it
He's
any
only
better
hot
that
because of all the
you ripped your
furs,
shirt off in the middle of the
temperature-wise.
tavern.
No, Quiggle's the sexier of the two brothers.
Mibbit and Carnage.
Okay. What?
Wow,
What'd you ask?
I wanted to get
I'm saying it's your go. What do you guys want to do with your
Oh.
day?
Oh,
I mean, you could
dude.
join. You can also gather information with
think,
diplomacy.
I think Mibbit's going to research a little bit differently here.
Okay.
You can override this if you want, but I think Mibbit would, go home, like root through, see if he could find, old family journals and
Yeah,
his
yeah.
grandma's research and shit, and see if those that came before him has any knowledge on the matter, and if they
Well,
do, maybe they wrote it down.
I mean, that sounds like Sandpoint lore to me. That's
Oh,
the lore of
yeah.
Sandpoint right there.
Yeah. I learned how to do this shit. Okay. Let's hope my folks were
Hey.
good note takers. They were decent.
Yeah, you search up, you look through your old family's journals, and there's scribblings from one of your ancestors that used to travel a little bit more. That kind of goes into detail, like they talked to a person that talked to a person that talked to a person that knew this about the pit, is what's in the journal. The pit is 50 feet across, and it's incredibly deep, like possibly bottomless, because it's always filled with fog at least 50 feet down that you cannot possibly see through. There's a few ledges that lead down the inner shaft to some caves, so it is possible to climb your way down slowly but surely. And there's some talk about this Sandpoint devil that lives at the bottom of the pit. Adventurers used to go to the pit semi-regularly, but the place is dangerous, and these days most opt out instead to seek adventure elsewhere. You do notice a pretty recent writing, actually, mentions a group of adventurers that explored the pit, including a resident's daughter, the resident being Alma Averton. Her daughter, Erika, had gone into the pit, but ran afoul of the Sandpoint Devil and was the only survivor. Very recent, in fact. This is pretty weird that your ancestors' journals had it, but
Well, I probably went through a whole stack of journals, so it's probably
Yeah,
more,
like,
it could
someone
be in one
would've
of the
been-
other ones.
yeah, maybe it would have been like your mom was like, that Erika Averton.
Mom or granny or something.
Yeah.
but,
He's reading
That's your
the local
cousin.
magazine, Sandpoint Today.
local newspaper.
Sandpoint today.
Sandpoint Enterprise.
But yes, Carnus. Now it's just you.
It's just you,
Yeah.
Carlos.
What
I
would
feel
you
like
like?
feels like she made a bit of a stink about making lists and being prepared.
I mean, it's fine.
And now she feels a little stupid. So she's just gonna go back to what she's good at and also try to research things and try to figure out what exactly a doom is.
Okay, all
If we're
right.
going down there to find them. And do I know about what like the phrase Sandpoint Devil? Has that
Sand-
been relayed or no?
The Sandpoint, I'm sorry?
You said talk of a Sandpoint Devil at the bottom.
Sandpoint Devil.
Yeah.
You can definitely look into. I mean, I don't know if Mibbit would have been able to share this information.
No, I don't know if I'm looking.
Oh, we
into
will
it. I just
reconvene
need to
back
know if I'm
together
able
again,
to-
but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I just need to know if I'm able to connect that dot yet or no.
I mean, you can definitely get, because this is a very specific research mechanic. Is kind of pulling the curtain up.
For sure.
And I am.
I won't connect the dot yet. I just need to know if I can or not.
No, I mean, but you can
Um,
certainly look into the dooms relating to the pit. Definitely, that's not even a
Oh
problem.
no.
So, what would you like to do? It's pretty much the same situation. The recall knowledge check. If you want to do that, or if you want to do diplomacy, and talk about the town.
One second. I mean, I'd like to figure out what a doom is.
Yeah. No, I mean that's what you're researching there. That's like
And
I'm
I'd like
giving.
to figure out like hazards we might run into, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm saying if you give me the check, I might give you an answer if you get it right.
I don't know.
Harvey, I'm telling you, roll the society Sandpoint or diplomacy, and then
Okay,
the answer will be there if you just.
I didn't know which one. I didn't know which one to roll.
Just roll society.
Yeah,
Easy.
whichever one's the easiest. There you go. So in your research, especially about what the dooms may be, it's tough because I mean, what constitutes a doom in a way? Like what the hell was Nualia going on about? But you do learn of a danger, a very present danger that exists within the pit's inner walls. There's a clan of goblins that dwell in the uppermost caverns, known as the Whistlefangs. They're known as that because they drill holes in their teeth to help them whistle loudly, so they communicate this way. The adventurers have explored the pit's caves before, but the place is dangerous and very few come back. A while back, a group of adventurers plumbed the pit with a rope and weight, got a measurement of 150 feet. When they tried a second measurement from the opposite side, something grabbed the rope and pulled all but one of them down to their deaths. The surviving adventurer left the area and never returned. That is the information you learn with your searching. And with that, the day comes to an end. You guys some of us had a rowdy day, some of us had a, helpful day. But as you awake the next one, a message is made clear to you all that there will be a town hall meeting regarding the calling of the spirit of Nualia and the effects on the townsfolk, and you guys will be required to show up tomorrow.
Oh, will we?
Yes. Well, I mean, if you don't have to, but they are very clearly asking for you to show up because you were participating in the spirit calling.
I'll show up.
This comes
I'll
from
show up.
the mayor,
Show up
Kendra
naked.
Deverin. But this
Do
is
not
tomorrow.
show up naked.
Okay, interesting.
Same.
Do not show up naked.
Oh, I'm showing up naked.
He'll show up
All
normal.
dick and all.
This is tomorrow,
So we'll
otherwise
show
you
up
got the
close.
day ahead of you.
Yeah.
What do we do?
I still want to know. I mean, I guess I know the Whistlefangs are a hazard, and we can't dangle ropes over the side of the pit.
I mean, it's
That's
it's a,
something.
it's a dangerous place. You know it's 150 feet down, but the fog
Mhm.
starts at 50 feet down. You've heard
Mhm.
tales of the Sandpoint devil living at the bottom of the pit, and
I want to figure out what a Sandpoint devil is.
you have found out that
I think I'm connecting the dot. I'm connect now that I know what it is. Now that I know that he is a possible figure, and there was that phrase that Nualia said, of he who harkens on red wings. I think I'm connecting those dots in my mind, and also very literally with red string. I'm at my office. I had the corkboard out. We're getting in there.
okay.
I think I'm connecting those two things, and I'm like, okay, well, clearly those two people are probably one and the same, but who is Sandpoint Devil? What can we figure out about him? So I'm going to try to spend as much time as I can researching about this person.
Give me a diplomacy check as you ask
Oh,
around,
no.
gathering information about it.
Okay.
So
Oh, yeah.
you ask around town about the Sandpoint Devil in particular, and people have different stories about it. It's sort of this mythical creature in a way. The name comes up again. Maybe Mibbit described it to you. Erika Verton, who had gone down and was the sole survivor, but she's not in town at the moment. She is with a different party in another town. Otherwise,
Cooler quest.
otherwise, they don't have much information about Sandpoint Devil or Red Wings in that particular. If you're trying to ask them about that, it seems inconclusive at best.
Might make a good high school mascot. Come on, guys.
They would be sick, but except for the fact that it's threatened to like kill people or
Kind of
something like that.
insensitive.
Yeah, like
As
it's
if-
people
as
have
if
died to
cougars
this thing, and
haven't
we're going like it's the
before,
Sandpoint Devil.
As if cougars haven't killed before. As if wildcats don't kill. As if bears don't kill. Come on.
Yeah, but it's
Take a
not.
little town pride.
No, I was gonna say it's not, but then I was like, the Jersey Devil exists, and then you got the New Jersey Devil. So I think it's a little too soon for that
Exactly.
name, but
Yeah.
it'd be like if the Jersey Devil
Oh, as
actually
if- as
existed
if,
and killed somebody,
As
and
if we
then we
don't think
made.
9/11
And then the
jokes,
next
huh?
day, somebody, yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. Come on.
But
Well,
yeah,
sounds
that's pretty much what you find out. Let me just quadruple check there's something else. But I'll give it to you that takes relatively short time, especially with your check. Like you are just kind of able to glean that if anybody knows anything about the Sandpoint Devil, it might be Eureka. But even then, anything you've said, nobody was like, Red Wings, yes, of course. They're like,
Okay.
maybe it had red wings. I don't remember. I remember seeing it flying over the sky, but it was like pitch black because it was night.
You wouldn't be flying over the sky. He's at the bottom of the pit.
He's at the bottom of the pit. I mean, that's true too. He could be the one you're looking for. But yeah, you guys have the whole day ahead of you. What do we do?
Fuck, I don't know. I don't know what Quiggle's even capable of doing here. I go back to the fucking taverns and listen.
Well,
Hmm.
I mean, you could go to the pit.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, we could just go to the pit. Yeah,
I was gonna
I
say,
think it's time
Yeah.
for the pit.
yeah. I think it's pit
Yeah.
time.
So if you
Okay.
guys will all try, if you have your character selected, there should be down at the bottom of the map the to the pit door. Please tell me you see it.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah,
Oh, I
okay.
see it.
If you click
I
on
see
it,
it.
it should take you and your token to the next map. I might have to click through separately so I don't accidentally drag
Oh,
anybody
I'm
with
going.
me.
Woohoo! I'm in.
All right, you know what? I could probably do it this way.
Wahoo.
Okay.
Go
Okay.
to the pit.
I think
I
that
was
works.
there.
Also, for the
and
record,
then
I would
you
have
brought me
shared
back.
all of the
I was
info about
there.
hazards I
Then
learned.
what the crap?
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, obviously all this information will be shared. Especially, it's a bit of a
I
walk.
can't find the to the pit thing.
It's
it.
there you go.
Well, I can't take the action because the game is currently paused.
Why would it be paused? I mean, everybody else.
I don't know. Maybe
No,
people
no, I'm
like
not.
me.
I'm not saying you. I'm saying. I mean, I could drag you. I got you. We'll do this. All right, now we should. Okay, maybe I brought your token over, not
Everybody
you.
hates me.
Hold on. Activate. There we go. Come over here.
It's cause I have a little thing that says spay and neuter.
I don't know about that.
It's like Bob Barker.
But you should be all here.
Everybody hates me because I have this little thing that says spay and neuter.
Welcome to the pit, everybody.
In a
Or
way.
the entrance.
Gotta be
to-
careful.
The pit is surrounded by a field of boulders and exposed rocks, with small patches
Whoa!
of here and there capable of sporting
Let's get out of there.
pitiful-looking shrubberies or dry patches of grass. I mean, you guys can certainly keep going down if you want. If you see the
No.
staircase down.
I mean,
Oh,
what else are we gonna
Absolutely
do?
not. I'm tying all
I'm
of
just
you
gonna
to me.
wait for now. I mean, I bought more rope.
Fantastic.
Uh,
Remember, we cannot dangle the rope over the sides.
a wider area. Just chicken.
You can be going fishing. Not it, by the way.
If we can, if we want to die.
I mean,
It's,
or
yeah,
you're
it's called
gonna die
fate.
if you're gonna die if all the 7 dooms had happened. So
We're gonna, yeah. I mean,
I don't think you guys understand. They dangled a rope over the side, and something pulled them down to their deaths.
I read, I stumbled across that information as well. One survivor,
Yeah.
she skipped town.
I'm not concerned about
I'm
that. We
I
will
was trying
be
to say
just
about
fine
her
if we
or about
work
us?
together.
The ladders are, I mean, it's not in greatest repair, but it is a fixture. Like, it is not.
I don't know. I
I
don't
say
want
we just
anybody
take our
to.
time and go slowly down these.
Oh yeah. One thing before we go down there, I reach into my cloak and I pull out this little jar of like stuff I made. You can see it's got like sand in it, a little bit of swamp water, some bones from the first dungeon you were in, and I'm gonna give it to Quiggle.
Hmm?
And this is the root magic thing I put in the chat. So then, first time you roll a saving throw against a spell, you're gonna get a +1.
Well, I put that right on
So
Fig or Quiggle.
it's a little, yeah, it's a little magic jar of. It's a jar of magic potpourri, is what it is.
Ooh, smells good.
No, it doesn't. It's swamp water and bones.
Oh, it smells like shit. What is
Maybe
this?
some hair. Maybe hair. Maybe a little bit of shit.
Puts it on
Is
him.
that-
Oh, it's so stinky.
Is
Hey,
that
just
the
keep it in the
fluid
jar
from
and
when
it's good
my
luck.
sinus
Oh god.
drained? Is that the fluid from my sinus drink yesterday?
No, that was I just got it out of the creek. It's not.
Same color.
That would be disgusting.
You don't. That's why you don't drink the water out the creek. It's not. Yeah, don't do that.
Nasty. I was
Like, there's
trying
a
to.
sign in front of the creek in like 8 different languages. Don't drink the water.
I was trying to say this earlier. I would have shared everything I learned with the rest of the group.
Of course.
Yeah,
Got everything.
same. Yeah, same.
I learned nothing.
In my
so
own
I didn't
words, I'm
share
not
anything.
plagiarizing grandma, but you know.
Well, actually, I need you to take the second condition because you're hungover.
Fuck you.
Oh,
Oh god.
that's
I
messed
can-
up.
You can heal the second condition, right? I can do
No,
that.
Oh, I'm not
he-
actually
that?
sick. I'm
He's not actually sick.
Okay, good.
That'd be funny as hell though.
Oh, that
mean-
would be.
You guys are in charge of going down the staircases
But what a
yourselves.
better lead to
Oh,
pursue
so
be?
I will
Okay.
not control how you guys want to climb around the pit. That's why I got the staircases there. I'm like, if you want to just Hook it all the way down to the bottom?
Controlling because the game is paused.
the game shouldn't.
Game's not paused. Oh,
It is
paused.
now.
it is.
No,
yeah,
it's not.
No, it's not. And also, don't
Somebody's
worry about
playing with it. But okay, we going.
Yes.
Let's go. I'm clicking
All
the
right.
stairs.
Okay, I wanna, cause I need to switch. Which I have 2 leads I can pursue, and I need to figure out a second lead to pursue. I think it's gonna be the Sandpoint Devil.
Could be. Oh, you want to research the Sandpoint Devil? That's your investigation. You're saying?
Or maybe it'll be the Dooms. I don't know. I think that's not what Pursue Elite is. And I gotta
I mean,
figure it
okay,
out.
so you have learned about the once again size of the pit. You've learned about the Sandpoint Devil.
Yeah, I
You've also learned about
relayed
the
all
Whistle
that.
Fang Goblin
Yeah, I
camp
know. I
on
need a
this
second to
first
read it.
level here.
I need a second to read.
Basically, if you say,
So,
"Hey, I'm researching this thing," if it applies, I'll tell you when it applies and it'll help you. Otherwise, if
I
it
know.
doesn't apply, yeah, that's it. As you guys make your way around this cavern, the ledges.
yeah, y'all watch your step.
It's a pretty tricky looking area. There's another ladder heading down. There also is a door up to the north of you,
So it's
tragic.
gonna be a
Mom.
clue
Wanna go
related
check
to
out
the
the door, or
investigation.
and they said something about the goblins. You know, I speak goblin, so maybe we can.
Can I avoid notice, Martian?
You can
So I
certainly.
have to cycle out. Sorry, I'm trying to figure this out. I'm not meaning to like flag us up. I'm just trying to figure this out.
What do you-
I had to cycle. I had to cycle out the one that got concluded when we
I'd
We're
say
no
I'd
longer
say
dealing with the
putting your
goblin
lead as a
settlement.
Sandpoint Devil is totally fine.
I would prefer, because I don't have it, I would prefer it to be a clue, because that's more in line with the spirit of what we're actually dealing with, in like the spirit of the language,
What do you mean by a
what's going on
clue?
there. That's what it says.
Can you post in the chat?
I can get back to my sheet, yeah. Sorry.
All right. You spent 1 minute explaining the details of one potential clue, designating the subject related to that clue as the target of your active investigation. Subject is a single creature, item, or small location, but the GM. You attempt a perception or skill check. So that's what. Yeah, that's exactly it. The clue is Sandpoint Devil or the Whistlefang Goblin Camp. Like that would be what the clue would be.
No,
And then-
because the clue would have to be something. It can't be like his name. It would have to be something related to him.
I mean,
That's what I'm saying. It's a different scope for your investigation. GM might allow a different scope. I'm allowing something like that to be what you're looking for. Anything related to the Whistlefang camp could be the scope of your investigation. You don't need to know the identity, purpose, or
Sorry.
subject. No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like you get that. If you just say I'm investigating this concept, I'll tell you yay or nay, but I'll probably tell you yay. That's fine. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right. Is everything all right then?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's okay. You're all right. That's what I'm trying to get across. That you got it all
I'm
set.
not meaning to take up so much time. I'm just also trying to write this out.
fine. Just we'll just move on and.
I'm trying
Yeah,
to keep track of everything, and I don't want it to get lost. And I'm not. We can move on from this. I'm not trying to keep this like held up.
You're all
Like
right.
very seriously, I'm not trying to keep this held up.
No, I know you're not Art. You're okay. All right, so like I said, you have the ladder going down. You otherwise have a door leading to the north.
A door?
You want to go check out the door, or you want to keep on going down?
I'm
Let's
going
check out the
to.
door.
I'm kind of curious as to the goblins, but
I'm
I can
going
take
to
it or leave
listen in.
Yeah. So you are searching. Yeah. What's our exploration activities? I know Cody's avoiding notice.
I am.
Oh, actually, let me see.
Do you want to be seeking? Do you want to be detecting magic? Do you want to be?
I'd be seeking.
Shielding. Seeking. All right. Mibit, what are you doing?
the
That's kind of the gist of those ones. Are you avoiding notice? Seeking? I don't think you have a shield.
nope.
Detecting magic. You could if you have that spell.
Do I have that spell? I think I do.
Be a
We'll
cantrip
find out.
if you did. I could look as well. You do have an empty cantrip spell slot.
Yeah, I see. Okay, yeah. Cool. I forgot to prepare all of them apparently. There we go. I'm detecting magic.
All right, Karnas, what are you doing?
I'm investigating.
Investigating. All right. Yeah.
My
All right.
perception sucked, so I'm listening to that door and.
Yeah, you don't hear anything on the other side. I mean, you do hear around the cavern itself. You do hear faint whistling sounds here and there. But any specific action beyond the door, you don't hear.
Okay. Well, I'd say we just go in.
All right.
There you are.
Can I roll for investigating?
What do you want to roll?
I get a secret knowledge check.
Can you post in the chat? Because I have no. I thought investigation was just another. Okay. See, traveling. Recall knowledge. A secret check to discover clues among the various things you see and engage with. Use any skill that has recall knowledge. GM determines whether the skill is relevant to the clues you can find. Okay. I mean, is there anything in particular you'd like to investigate?
I don't know.
I don't know if there's much to find right now. But yeah.
Okay.
I say we just go in the room.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
As you guys make your way in, I'm going to pause this now just so I can read some text.
Mm-hmm.
Where'd I put it? There we are. The walls of this chamber are decorated with dozens of skulls harvested from a wide range of animals: deer, cows, elk, wolves, horses, and even some humans. All of the wall-mounted skulls are angled to stare down at the southern entrance to the room, directly where you entered from. In 4 alcoves stand taxidermied spiders as big as humans, each posed in a menacing position, while an even larger figure, a taxidermy horse with glittering gemstone eyes, wings made of canvas, a giant lizard's tail stretched to its stitched to its hindquarters, and a mouth filled with sharp fangs stands vigil near the double doors.
No, I gotta say, I really admire this craftsmanship.
Yes. Yes, it's not bad.
Tragic
They got a
anomaly, you
pretty
notice
decent interior
immediately as you
decorator.
step in.
Oh,
Arby, is everything all right?
I can't get through the door.
You,
It was open and I couldn't get through it.
Well, let Marshall get you through. No big deal.
no,
Don't worry about
you are through.
You're in.
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Then why am I out?
Oh, you're right there. See, you're in front of me now.
Then why am I
you're-
behind you?
Because I think Flounder's fucked up.
Boundary might be
So,
fucking
just
up.
refresh
If you want to
it.
refresh, yeah. Because
I mean,
otherwise,
you're-
for all of us, you are in between.
Yeah.
Quickly
Good
admit it.
lord.
Classic
Why is
Foundry.
everything conspiring to make me look incompetent?
No, you're fine. But Tragic Anomaly, you notice a few things when you enter. You actually notice the weird taxidermied monsters standing out front and the spiders are all trapped. You also will notice a secret door.
Ooh.
If I can make it visible. How do I do that? Okay. Hopefully that makes it visible. Yeah. Hidden behind one of the spiders to the left.
Right there. Okay.
Let me make these traps visible so you can deal with them appropriately, if you please.
Well, I happen to be
Hey,
pretty good at thievery, so
Well, how good?
like I am an expert.
Are you?
Yeah.
Mm.
Plus 12.
Well,
Yes.
I'm
What's
only-
up, Harvey?
Well, I'm plus 11.
Well, I'm better than you.
Harvey, what's up?
I'm stuck outside the pit and I can't get back in.
In.
I don't have a token assigned to me.
Oh, I see where you are. Why are you? Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I got you. Hold on. There we are, and then we'll just
I'm
activate.
sorry.
No, you're. This is the stairs. That's a whole. The modification is weird, but hopefully activating it should swing you over? Question mark. There you are, and you should have your token in front of Quiggle.
So, quick question.
Yes.
Can I click on the trap and then roll for thievery, or do I need to just?
I mean, can you click on the trap?
Yeah.
Is
Well.
my first question to you. I mean, if not, you can just roll thievery. 'Cause
Yeah,
I
I'll just
have
roll
the
thievery. I was
Yeah.
just curious because that would be pretty cool. But
No, that I mean, yeah.
Yeah, that would be awesome, but
I don't know how Foundry works.
none of us do.
You're fiddling with this spider, but as you are dealing with it, you don't get the sense that you've disabled it.
I
I
will
can
try
try.
again. Go ahead
I
and
can
do
try.
work on the other ones.
Yeah, I'll do some thievery.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna try.
I'm gonna let y'all handle the
I
thievery
wasn't
bit.
gonna muscle in and
Uh,
take over yours.
you know, I got
Get move
I got webbed.
aside.
All right, here's
Get
my
out of
roll.
the
Look, I
Oh,
got
whoa,
web
whoa,
fingers,
whoa.
so I'll just let y'all take care of the
All right. Okay.
take
So
care
we
of
are
the
looking
finger
at
dexterity.
Karnas. You successfully deactivate this trap up here, so that is gone now. Cody Quiggle, you successfully deactivate this trap if that's the one you're going for.
Yep.
Tragic Anomaly, you are still sitting there fiddling with the one you have in
Who's
front
better now, bitch?
of you.
Yeah, who's stupid and incompetent now? Fuck off.
Hey, that reminds me. Do I
Oh,
am I
God bless,
aware of
Jesus.
I
any
don't know,
magic
but
in here?
it's not me.
do you detect any magic? You
Okay.
do not detect any
Well,
magic.
as far as magic goes, we're clear for now.
This?
Also,
This?
there's one crit fail and
This?
there's a crit success.
Oh, okay. Well,
Oh,
let me deal with the crit success first. Congratulations, Tragic
Yeah.
Anomaly. You have disabled this trap. Karnas, however, I'm gonna let you sit on this 13 for a second. I'm just gonna remind you, you have some things you could use. 3, 2, 1.
Like what?
Okay, well, this thing is
My
going
one
to
hero
activate.
point that I refuse to use?
Fair enough. Hey.
No, everybody knows I suck as a player and a character. I'll
Should
take
I be
what I
rolling another
earned
thievery?
on the chin.
Well, you can wait your dang turn, Cody.
You know what,
As
Marshy?
Oh, I have Trap Finder! Fuck!
oh, what does Trapfinder do?
I
No, Marshy.
have a +1 to AC against attacks made by traps and disabled against traps.
Oh, okay. Well, that doesn't help you here.
And I can disable traps that require a proficiency rank of Mastery of Thievery. I don't know
Okay,
if
well,
that does anything against this.
that doesn't do anything. It's 3 either. What
But,
does happen? This
If
thing
stuff happens, I might
launches out actually a 30-foot cone.
fucking
It-
shit.
This thing, it lurches forward, opens its jaws, and emits a blood-curdling howl, and a blast of foul-smelling gray smoke.
Why don't you take it down a notch?
No. You must all give me a DC 22 Fortitude save.
Shit your ass, dude. But that's a save, so I get a +1.
All right.
Fortitude, you said.
Fortitude. Oh, tragic.
that.
All right, Quiggle.
I could probably use my whatchamacallit.
Your hero point?
No, not my hero point, my lucky break.
Ooh.
Just in case.
Maybe I'm also gonna need it. Oh, you have one. Yeah, never mind. All right, just Quiggle.
uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can re-roll it
All right.
and take it the better
You
result.
better do that.
See? No, I don't know what I just did. Anyway. I'll take the 19.
My God, Cody.
Jesus Lord.
So, Cody, you are unable to clear the smoke out of your lungs fast enough. You are enfeebled 1 for 1 hour.
Oh,
Oh, get wrecked.
why?
Yeah. Well, because you just inhaled a bunch of smoke, maybe.
Oh.
bunch of foul-smelling, stinky smoke. Also, get
But
your
then
anti-plague
put in
out of
the
there. You don't
chat.
have-
I want to enfeeble myself. I
Oh,
don't want to click on.
well,
Oh,
you
fine,
could.
I'll click. I'll
Yeah, do it yourself,
You click on
loser.
your character,
Fuck
click on your
off,
token,
Marshy.
left click on your token, right click on your token, and then you can enfeeble yourself.
I don't know how to do that. I'm incompetent.
Right click on your token.
Nah, hold on. I'll
No,
put it in
no.
the chat. Because he's stupid and oh, I put it. I'm blind GM roll, so I can't even put it in the chat. There we are.
See, I've done
There we
it.
are. You figured it out. There you go.
I'm a
Fucking
big boy.
golly. Otherwise, the trap seems to disable itself. And Carnus, while you're up here, you notice that this. I mean, it's a crude representation of it, but it does look similar to the descriptions of the Sandpoint Devil that you've heard. But it is a very crude.
Sketch it out really quickly. The same way that a normal person would take a photograph, but I can't because I don't have a camera. Because I don't know if this has been invented.
I mean, probably in like some
Is it
Alkenstar
in
area or something like that.
inventory?
You don't have a camera on you. I'm sorry, you can't take a selfie.
No, I don't. No, I don't have a camera on me, but I want to know if it's in there. It's not.
But also, while you're looking at it, its eye gemstones look very nice, and you think, hold on, I gotta do that.
Are they valuable? Can I have them?
They might be a little bit valuable.
Arita was talking about taking all those garnets and shit, and I'm gonna take them.
Tragic anomaly, 22 perception check. You're just keeping an ear out for stuff or something?
Well, I'm listening to that
Oh,
door.
you're listening on the other side of the door, or the secret door.
There's one more trap.
There is one more trap, if you want to take care of it. If you want to try
take
your
care of it.
luck against it.
I'm gonna wait way out
My
here.
luck. Yeah, you guys might want to get out of the way, especially you, Quiggle.
All right.
Quiggle.
Going.
Quiggle. No.
The other way.
Yeah, right there,
Hold on, I
right
got
there,
Other way, bud.
right there.
Quiggle,
Yeah.
other way, bud.
Hold on.
Quiggle, good
I got
job.
lost
Quiggle, buddy. Other way.
We're so proud of
the
you.
other
Other
down,
way.
buddy.
Quiggle, go follow my bit.
Where am I supposed to go?
Hold on.
Out here with
Quiggle,
me.
follow my bit
Yeah.
out of the room.
I'm following
do,
the
do your, do
in the
your
hole.
roll. Do your roll. Cody,
You're
help.
waiting in the hall.
Even more, bud. Even
If
more,
he
bud.
bumps up, it's on you.
There we go.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Give me that thievery.
I need to know what I rolled.
Nothing
I
happens.
forget.
Nothing happens.
I don't disable it.
You don't disable it. Tragic anomaly. While she's working on that, you do hear some murmurings coming from the other side.
Hey, there's
Oh, I rolled a
someone on the
14,
other
that's
side of
good.
this door.
What?
Okay, well, why don't you tell them to shut the fuck up because I can't concentrate on the trap.
Need to pick up
Try
anything
again.
that's being said, or
No, just murmurs.
Everyone stop talking.
Darby, just roll the
can-
dice. Come on.
I can send.
There
hey,
you
I
go.
can.
Stop talking!
I can send.
You
First of all,
successfully disable the
never
device.
mind. Fuck it.
All right.
There we go. Now you talk. Shit.
There is you. Like I said, you open the door, and immediately, a goblin turns to you. Huh? What? Who's it? Big folk? What? Hold on. Where did you come
Is
from?
he
Who are
listening?
you? Wait,
Is
no,
he
no, no.
speaking
Shh,
goblin?
Get in, quick, get in, quick. Before
He's-
they come after you.
Okay.
Close
Everybody,
the door
had-
behind you, quick. I'm gonna try to bring up a picture of this guy if I can figure this one out. That's
on,
view
Nip.
character artwork. Show to players. There we go. This is what this goblin looks like. As he tells you to close the door behind you.
He's
Nip it,
cool.
Nip it.
Get in here! Get in here! Quick!
Nip it. Is he speaking in goblin?
He is speaking in common.
Shit.
Cool.
You big folk. This is fantastic news for me. I knew it. The devil would look down upon me and not that damn monogrel. Yes, you are the salvation
Devil.
to my concerns. Yes. Oh, it's all coming together. He points to his giant creation to the side, this hideous creature. That is. Hold on. Let me do this. Let me describe the room to you a bit. This musty-smelling workshop features a long workbench covered with animal parts and a cluttered wooden shelf to the west, several barrels and crates to the south, and a ratty-looking pile of furs to the north. A wood carving of some sort of overly muscular goblin looms over the furs, while a lever sticks out on the eastern wall just below the carving. But he points to this bat, scorpion, rat, spider thing. Yes, yes, listen to me. We have finally found our salvation. Yes! And that is where we're going to leave it for tonight.
Oh, no.
So what you're saying is that we found a puppy monkey baby?
I
Puppy
was literally going to say that, James.
Essentially.
Puppy monkey baby.
But yes,
Monkey baby.
thank you guys so much for joining us. I hope you guys had fun. This has been a great time. We had fun. We have delved. We have tipped our toes into the pit.
And we
which
leveled
is
up.
2 different fetishes in one. We did level up as well.
What fetishes?
Toes and pits, man. Come on, get with the program.
That's weird. I mean, no disrespect.
Different strokes for different folks and all that. Maybe
We
this.
gotta stop inherently seeing everything as sexual. Sometimes things are just body parts.
No,
No, everything's
this
sexual.
goblin is horny. Anyway, thank you so much for joining us for this session of 7 Dooms for Sandpoint. We will be back in the next 2 weeks, hopefully with the full party. Hopefully we'll be back. That's a big thing. Next week we will have some gate walkers, perchance.
Probably.
Excellent.
I don't know. I don't run that game.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know
Cody
anything.
doesn't know anything anymore. What else we got going on? Anything fun?
Was Grimlock? That was. Is that when is that
I
coming
don't
back?
I don't remember anymore. Everybody's been busy and
It's been tough, yeah. Well, we've got stuff going on, so give us a follow if you want to find out what we're doing, when we're doing it, and all that fun jazz. Thank you guys so much for joining us.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.